See the P is in this question number 11 we have 2 kg of the ice at minus 20 degrees Celsius and this is to be mixed with 5 kg of water at 20 degrees Celsius and we know that this 5 kg of water is very less as compared to the 2 kg of ice. Therefore, in short, we can conclude that there will be some unmelted ice. We cannot we cannot take the complete meltation because the mass of the water in comparison with the mass of the ice comparatively if we look the comparative mass of this water and ice, the water is very less as compared to the mass of the ice. Therefore, there will be some unmelted ice. In short, our conclusion can be like this: there will be some unmelted ice and there will be water, and we will be having water the ice the mixture of we will be having mixture of water and the ice. Yani ko abi sida suppose minor low principle of calorimetry is very simple. The heat loss from the hot water will be utilized for melting of ice. We know that the meltation process do require some amount of energy and that amount of energy required for the meltation process will be given by cooling down of the hot water. Hot water say cool down the heat loss that amount of the heat loss will be utilized for melting process. Understand the record? Now let's go to the calculation process. Our calculation process melting process this will be our heat gain. So the heat gain only and cooling down means heat loss very simple now. So water from 20 degrees Celsius, 5 kg of water, listen very carefully, 5 kg of the water at 20 degrees Celsius cool down to 0 degree water. I am not using the word 0 degree ice. 0 degree from 20 degree, this 5 kg of the water cools down from 20 degrees Celsius to 0 degree water. The cool down the wave, and while cooling down from 20 degree to 0 degree, what will be the amount of the heat released? The amount of heat release can be easily calculated by putting the value. My value is option mass of the water, that is 5 kg. What is the specific heat of water? That is 1. And what about this change in temperature? Change in temperature will be 20 minus 0, 20. So we can put like this: heat loss will be equal to MSW delta T. What is the mass? What is the mass of the water that is to be cooled down from 20 degree to 0 degree? That is mass will be 5 into what is the specific heat in terms of standard unit. And 4200 and you should remember, at least you should remember these two very important values for your thermodynamics chapter. The specific heat of water in terms of calorie 31 calorie per gram per degree Celsius. This is our serious unit, and in terms of your standard unit, this is equivalent to 4200 joule per kg per Kelvin. And what is the specific heat of ice? This is half calorie per gram per degree Celsius, or it can be also be written as 2100 joule per kg per degree Celsius per Kelvin. Everything is given in terms of your standard unit. Mass is also given in your standard unit kg. The P I has we take sida 10 degree se kya mane? Very simple 10 degree is equivalent to standard unit of temperature Kelvin natra, and this is equivalent to 2 283 283 Kelvin. Do you understand this? Your degree Celsius degree Celsius can be converted into Kelvin by adding 273. 273 at 30, we will be having 283 tare na. Now simple way namung law 20 degree Celsius se kya tha 20 degree Celsius will be equal to 293 Kelvin tare. Now let us calculate the temperature difference in terms of your degree Celsius. Degree Celsius the level temperature difference kya tari 10 20 minus 20 minus 10. This is still 10 degree Celsius Now let us calculate the temperature difference in terms of Kelvin. Kelvin calculate Kelvin calculate this will be still 293 minus 83 still dT is equal to 10. What I am trying to say is that for the temperature change means temperature increase or temperature decrease. We do not consider the scale of temperature to consider to 10 degree increase or 10 degree decrease it will be equivalent to 10 Kelvin increase or 10 Kelvin decrease change we don't bother about your scale magi unit depend degree Kelvin depend if we take individual temperature we have to take the consideration of changing degree Celsius into Kelvin consider. However, for our change we do not have to bother about the conversion. My conversion will be border to 10 degree change would be exactly equal to 10 degree change in Fahrenheit or 10 Kelvin change. Kelvin the 10 change Fahrenheit the 10 change natraga degree the 10 change it will remain the same. So you don't have to change the degree to change you don't have to change the scale of temperature. And what is the specific heat? This is given in terms of your standard unit period. Specific heat will be 4200. And what about dT? The change in the temperature will be 20 minus 0. Understood? We multiply this and we will be having 42 into 10 to the power 3. Can we have this one? 42 5 into 100 lakh 10 to the power 4 lakh 420 understand 420 into 10 to the power 3. This will be in terms of joule. Do you understand? Yani the mass of the water that is to be cooled down, that is 5 kg. And what is the specific heat of water? The specific heat of water will be 4200. Change in temperature will be from 20 to 0. My value is 20 into 5 100 tabra 100 kilo 0 anima and 1 0 is taken, so 10 to the power 3. So in short we will be having 42 420 into 10 to the power 3 joule. This is the amount of the heat that is to be lost by hot water. Hot water is lost already. And this amount of heat will be utilized for melting process. Melting process the heat gain se kailani we will be having Q1 plus Q2 lani melting process what is the first step? Our temperature of the ice must be increased from minus 20 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. The increase to this is solid natro. Don't forget that your 0 degree the melting process start already in your high school standard ice melt at 0 degree, ice freeze at 0 water freeze at 0 degree. 0 degree is the melting point as well as it is the freezing point. So identify what is the melting point and what is the boiling point according to this diagrammatic representation. We have to 0 and later. This is the melting process. When 0 degree ice some heat this is melting process. 0 degree water if heat is lost or if heat is extracted from this 0 degree water, it turns Canada ice the turn tauri hangi ko 0 degree ice the 0 degree ice whenever it obtain or whenever it receive some kanaiba energy kana receive tawtari. This is melting process. To the right, this is melting from 0 degree ice to 0 degree water. This is melting. Hangani ko aduga freezing hairagana from 0 degree water dagina 0 degree ice to convert to yan dabra adi nang na kuna angang oringi da kuna childhood tadi 0 degree is the melting point, freezing point hai se. These two are quite different. Sina this is the melting 0 point, this is the freezing 0 point. You get the concept here? Yan dabra understand the umamiko. So we cannot skip this 2 point. Sina size na smile habiro. This is the melting 0 point. Sina may organisa. This is the freezing 0 point. Amagi yek pasi mamongi ama yek din po melting na to the right hit again, freezing na to the left. Yagatra. Yare understand the umam very simple yarani. Now sida yung asi your ice is not at 0 degree Celsius. 0 degree Celsius your ice is at minus 20 degrees Celsius, and this is given in your question the pyramid ko. Here first of all the our minus 20 degree ice is to heated up or is to be heated up to 0 degree ice. Is the state change? My state change the bro. Ice is solid natra. Minus 50 degree is solid neva. Solid natra. Without changing the state, my state change without temperature change we will be applying the heat expression as ms delta T. ms delta T is apply whenever there is no change in our state. My state change ms delta T. Just as in the case of water, 20 degree water 0 degree water state is not changed. However, temperature change. Therefore, we apply this formula. Now, let us consider for the ice. Ice from minus 20 degrees Celsius, it is converted to 0 degree ice without changing the state, and magi can only temperature change over. Yes, temperature change over. We are going to take what is the mass? What is the mass of the ice? 2 kg and what is the specific heat of ice? Ice ki kya aata hai? 2100 tabra. We put it as 2100. And what is the change in the temperature from minus 20 degree to 0 degree? There is an increase of 20 mlapra. Do you get the concept? This is 20 mhapiro. Now, important what is this section. This is the important step. Sigi steps your calculation will be true and your calculation will be wrong only in this step. Sigi steps before doing your question number 11, I have already explained that 5 kg is relatively small in comparison with 2 kg ice. So there will be incomplete meltation. Every 2 kg of nangisda, all the 2 kg of ice will not be melted. Only some portion will be melted, and there will be still some ice floating in the water. So we consider the mass of the ice that is melted to be M1. M1 is the melted ice. Yarba, yareko, and mang state change from 0 degree ice from solid it is converted to 0 degree water. Your state is changed, your physical state is changed by maintaining the same temperature. Temperature is manabra manare. So we are using latent heat concept, and the expression of heat will be equal to mass into latent heat of fusion and hybrid. Now let us put the value here. This is M into latent heat of fusion. Question latent heat of fusion will be equal to 336 into 10 to power capital me 10 to power 5 meters 3 fibra. My unit of the latent heat of fusion here. This is equal to IT calorie per gram and P neva. Now this is equal to 336 into 10 to power 3. This is joule per kg. formula book yung formula book yung biro mayam city sifa biro sifa putra ka di quality asini rise 336 into 10 to power 3 joule per kg yare ko adi here nang nas ka pan biro 336 into 10 to power 3 yare tra adi ma standard unit ka tan lo le ko therefore when the sidas minus tang ibe abremo se this will be equal to 4200 ibe abra 420 the 84 हम यहाँ पर 84 into 10 to power 3 इबे आपरा can we put like this 84 into 10 to power 3 यार इतना ID इसलिए इसे 42 to 84 टारे को plus मतलब कमाई इरनी this is M1 into this is 336 into 10 to power 3 इबे आपरा यार है अगर the very simple way ना नंगास तो कमाई यहाँ पर तारे according to our principle of calorimetry the heat loss will be exactly equal to the heat gain heat gain का heat loss का जे माना का दो बने अब अदो इसी कमाई को बता रहे नंगी your heat loss by the hot body must be exactly equal to heat gain by the cold body. What is the heat loss? 420 into this is 10 to power 3. This is in terms of joule. In terms of joule लिखो and heat gain will be 84 into this is 10 to power 3 plus this is M1 into this is 336 into 10 to power 3. And we know that every term contains 10 to power 3. 10 to power 3 लेगा था. Then cancel out चक्रो. Cancel out चक्र 420 लगी. We will be having 420 minus 84 equal to this is M1 into this is 336. यार देखो. अब we will be having सिकेलानी M1 will be equal to 336 divided by 336. So it will be 1 kg मात्रा. So altogether there will be only 1 kg of the ice melted. Out of this 2 kg only 1 kg of ice will be melted and there will be 1 kg of the ice left unmelted. यानी the mixer से क्या होता है? The very simple way ना mixer से the लाती से 1 kg of water हम लाने को this 1 kg of water is from our melting process. Melting process के क्या आना? यानी 5 kg of water से क्या था नहीं? 5 kg of water H2O from कनाडा की hot water लगी hot water यानी ना यानी को अरे all together what is the मागी क्या ले रही 5 plus 1 6 सब ले रहे ना next हम 1 kg of कनाडा ने से unmelted ice 1 kg of the ice and this will be maintained at 0 degree Celsius. Water to 0 degree already, अतुगा ice to क्या already 0 degree तो already. यार ताकत रहा हम एक को अभी simple logic को लेकर ही होगा whenever there is some unmelted ice break like the temperature of the mixture is usually taken as 0 already. Finish. यार रहा understand तो एक को नेक्स्ट था सी की क्वेश्चन नंबर 11 से का आइडेंटिकल और सिमिलर कांसेप्ट और क्वेश्चन नंबर हो सको नेक्स्ट था कोने लघु इसे कमाने लो सी की क्वेश्चन नंबर 15 से नोई नसाना आई मिनट अमा पीगे नोई आंसर क्या आता है कि था है हेबरेंगे अरे सत्तर खलो वखन खलो आई इंद्र very simple step था तमाम लोगों का है you compare the mass of ice and mass of water ये उनको अब दिनंग में खंग दिसे you should be very familiar with this concept सी concept खंग बताए our melting process है it require a huge amount of energy melting process को एक चट क्या है बा freezing process को एक चट क्या है तरबा that means latent heat की concept हम लाग लो मागी सिगी जंक्शन से जंक्शन आएगा तरह मागी conversion of ice into water or conversion of water into ice है it will require a huge amount of it will require a huge amount of heat to convert ice into water, or it will release a huge amount of energy for the conversion of water into ice. Ice tagi water tagi ice to on gai tarna tagi energy je mayam ama release to gane aduga ice tagi water to melt to gai na, it will require a huge amount of energy darkar tabra. Energy given waragana melting, energy extract waragana freezing. Yan tai ko simple ni ko the temperature change it doesn't require that much of energy darkar thate, but for our latent heat component, latent heat ki section se latent heat section nadi our heat require is very heat evolved natraga heat in absorb se maji yam sawi yan tai ko aduna nagi next question se lakui se kari kumba if the amount of water given is very small, nagi amount se yam daba taragadi, if the hot water is very small quantity the water, it cannot melt it cannot produce a complete meltation. Ya gadra ne ya ai nani is a simple concept ni ko. We have an ice cube ni ko. See ice cube sida you drop one hot water, one boiling water ki drop hadawa. Can the drop produce the complete meltation of the ice cube? Simple logic ni ko ya ni se nangi ngasagi ice to lere khala je sida ice cube lere sigi ice cube sida nangna 2 drop of hot water thadare. Can these 2 drop of hot water produce the complete meltation of the ice cube? This is not possible. Understood the we go? First of all, you compare the mass of the water and mass of the ice to compare to the question number 15 in this year question. In your question number 15, 10 gram of ice at 0 degree Celsius is mixed with 10 gram of water at 20 degree Celsius. Some of people 10 gram of water so it will be hardly 2 or 3 drops. So 10 gram water said this is very peculiar liquid amani, and 1 liter of 1 liter of water will be exactly equivalent to 1 kg of water say. Sina liter se kaino, this is the commercial unit of volume natro. Adudi 1 liter is equivalent to 1 kg in taredna. So 1 ml se 1 ml of water will be equivalent to 1 gram amo wagere. Ya tantra understand tawre? Adudi in short kamai haire mana PCD 10 gram on pi natro. 10 gram height, this is equal to only 10 ml. Understand tawre? We will be considering only 10 ml of water name. Yabra? That too at 20 degrees Celsius. 20 degrees Celsius, this is below our body temperature. There may not be or there should not be complete meltation. Ice to kya no? Ice to 0 degree the labor bro. Melting process do require a huge amount of energy the energy that is required for our melting process, this is to be provided by hot water. Hot water na provide the vinatra. And what is the amount of hot water? The amount of hot water is only 10 ml. Amount of hot water is 10 ml, and that too at 20 degrees Celsius. That means enough heat will not be produced by this hot water to have the complete meltation. Understood tawungami? Kaya tayo tate, alimana hot water ki quantity siga ice ki inawa matam sida di kaya your ice is more than that of your hot water. Hot water to dedi ma heledna aduna there should not be complete meltation. Complete meltation like that there will be unmelted ice along with water maleraba. So the temperature of the mixture will be still at 0 degrees Celsius. Do you get the concept? Understood to bra? Basina, do you understand this concept yet? So nang na pa di say day to day life ta pina thina badu neba mana hari si kay hainu piri no, we have to mix with 10 gram. So 10 gram of ice and have natra. 10 gram of ice at 0 degree Celsius. This is ice never. This is to be mixed happening. This is to be mixed with kanaga 10 gram of water at 20 degree Celsius happening. 10 gram means it will be equivalent to only 10 ml. Nangi cylinder. Sam tong oy tare ne. Nogi doctor ngata oy du nina syringe kida we have 5 ml gi amalai ko. Syringe the 5 ml gi amalai 10 ml gi amalai bra. The syringe sama kita yaw ising this must ising kita ne small amount of water ne. See small amount of water sina it cannot produce the complete meltation of 10 gram of ice. 10 gram of ice ma complete meltation ngam mudra sungam ngam boy. Ice cube हम लगे सी के ice cube सीधा नहीं syringe ले और वो water से लोइन में हमारा capsule होगा. Will it produce complete meltation? No. याद देखो common concept. अदो इतादी if there is no complete meltation over the temperature of the ice along with the water set it should be considered as 0 degree. So without any calculation our answer will be 0 degree. यार नहीं understand तो होगा मेरे को. I see equation day ilamura I see day ibiramo kese no you must try to ko you try this at your home answer the kya tani still 0 degree hogi ko but question the same question can be used for finding out nangi what is the amount of meltation, how much of ice is melted and how much of water is there. Question hangbe apra hangbe ani se ice ko water ko mix to na matam da first type of question kamai hangani what is the amount of water present hangani ko after mixing mana mix to the water kya present tawi. Next ani subada kai hamu yare what is the temperature of the mixture yai ko aduga question na mo hangi ahum subada hamu yare isna what is the mass of the ice that is melted. There will be only 3 type of question that can be asked from mixing of ice with water. Ice ka water ka mix down avada where is it? We can have only 3 different type of question. See in situation the logo you try it out you try yourself. I will give you the hint and the equation and then hint the equation the again. Smiley brother, we have your question number 15 0 degree ice and this is 10 gram of cream natra. This is 10 gram. And can we have our complete meltation? See complete meltation lakti ko. See direct when film eba minus 0 de ko the ice is about to melt because it is at 0 degree. 0 degree film ni ko aduna mas melt to gore. See the lakti this is again 10 gram of lakra. This is 10 gram of water at 0 degree, at 20 degree Celsius, and it will cool down to another cool down to Ranisha. This will be M1 in plus this is 10 gram. Do you understand this? That 10 gram of water at 20 degree Celsius will cool down to 0 degree water. 0 degree water cool down to next what is the amount of the ice that is melted? Ice can melt away M1. We take it M1. Direct 10 gram is not melted, okay? All the 10 gram of ice is not melted. Only few portion is melted, so we consider it as M1. Yeah, understand the so gram the PVD na our calculation will be also much easier than before. Koi mamang hot video adu chap adu dei isine na laira neba nangi sida hota di Q loss kya manani Q loss will be equal to 10 gram specific heat of water in terms of calorie the kya lani 1 adu ma temperature change the kya tani this is 20, that means 200 calorie will be available for your melting process. Yanatra yanani ko. Now kana gi betar se our nangi melting the heat gain will be equal to this is m1 into kya lani so this is 80. Maramdi our latent heat of fusion will be equal to whenever there is change of state like the energy will have the expression m into L. And according to our principle of calorimetry between the Q loss will be equal to kanagamana Q gain gamana bra manare, and here this will be Q loss is 200 and now again is Q gain will be m1 into this is 80 more 0 get cancel out. This is the D2 pi by 2 2.5 lakh gram m1, that means m1 would be equal to 2.5 gram. So we can conclude that only 2.5 gram out of 10 is melted. Yeah, bro. Hangani this is mixer ki magi aham dile is what is the ice ki amount se kya hoga hai number 1 the ice unmelted ice niko se unmelted ice will be kya tarani, this is 7.5 gram tama liko 7.5 gram. Aduga next ani subada melted ice kya manare se melted ice will be equal to 2.5 gram. Water di kya tarani se number 3 the what is the water the final amount of water will be water from hot body plus water from melting process, so it will be 10 gram from our hot water plus 2.5 from our melting process. Altogether we will be having 12 gram of water. And what is the temperature both melted and unmelted ma'am se temperature of the mixture will be equal to 0 of the finish. Kya kar understand to rekho. Question number 14 da question number 14 sida kai pire 1 kg of the ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius is mixed with 4.4 kg of water at 30 degrees Celsius ma pire ko the final temperature of the mixture will be equal to kya ta da ke hangune almana pire is there any 0 degree. Unlike your question number 15 that the options sida kai yawe in your question number 15 we do have 0 degree am yaura adu the 0 degree yaw is kai gina se because of unmelted ice yaw taradi your option must include 0 of yaw dinatra yare ko adu question number 14 sida di kai ore all the options sida we have this 2.3 we have 4.4 5.3 8.7 ama pibra that means there must be complete meltation. Simple way na understand to ngamrai hari je ngamiko haibadi by mixing with the cold water by mixing with your 30 degree Celsius the water to mix the matam da your 1 kg of the ice get melted completely complete melt ko, and not only meltation kang nate the temperature of the melted ice it is increased from minus 10 degree dagina it is increased up to 8.7 bo increase tawre because our answer should be 8.7 answer ta bane ba ko adi mana le review process kai no da tang answer kan de review minus 10 le na minus 10 le dagi it will increase to 0 degree ice tam the increase tawre next ta kai la ni 0 degree water la ni and from that 0 degree dagi it is now again increased to temperature 8.7 increase tawre ya tabra so that the final temperature of the water remains at 8.7. Ya kata ai se khangdraga ne go through this step by step procedure na yengasi. Question number 14 atro yare ko minus 10 degree Celsius am lai re khala jeba sigi minus 10 degree Celsius tagi it undergo kya lakma temperature increase from minus 10 degree Celsius to 0 degree Celsius. See, ice this will be also ice next time you see from your ice there must be complete meltation, because in the option we do not have 0 degree later there may be a chance of getting unmelted ice layer. However, all the options say mana absolute on the pyramid there is no 0 degree, so we must consider the complete meltation. Okay, and complete melt this is equal to Kyalani 0 degree Celsius, and this will be water labra. Now not only meltation process the temperature of the melted water say the water that is being formed from our melting process it will be increased to the new temperature. Now temperature kya hai increase to T. This will be T is the temperature of the mixture independently. Now what is the temperature of hot water? The temperature of hot water is 30 degrees Celsius. Now it is cooled down to the mixture is cooled down to and this will be for our heat loss. And from here to here this will be our heat gain. Understood? What will be the total mass? RS total mass of the water kya tani mixture ki adu ko na khali diyar roine amlang ki complete meltation ko the water se hana 4.4 हमने नंबर था. What was the initial mass of the water se kya pyramid है for water this is 4.4 kg in p what is the mass of the ice ki 1 kg in p all together there will be 5.4 kg of water. Simple. There will be no ice and the temperature will be at T mixture. This is mana pandi se kai palani se M S W delta T. Understood to ngamra ngani ko maram di our hot water get cooled down from 30 degrees Celsius to T mixture. Temperature of the mixture cool down to bra. Next, this will be the heat gain now. The mana period this is again 1 kg. This is again 1 kg. 1 kg plus this is 4.4 5 kg 5.4 we will be having 5.4 kg of water at T mixture temperature, and we can find out heat gain. Q gain is equal to my formula is Q1 will be equal to MSI dt. Yani ko matang dana si kay palani sa Q2 is equal to ML na pangadra. Do you understand here? For the melting process we have to apply our heat absorbed to be mass of the ice multiplied with the latent heat. Yani ko now after complete meltation your water will be converted into this will be also again water tabra direct. Is there any change in the state? Mag state change to bro? Okay, state change to the 30. Our Q3 will be equal to this is M into the manani SW dt. Understand the moment? Yaratra? Yariko here is it. And the 3-step process neba minus 10 degree rambadagi minus 0 degree ice. Step 1. Hanganiko. Aduga step number 2 the 0 degree ice tagi 0 degree water. Step number 2. Hanganiko. Next the 0 degree water tagi na temperature of the mixture ko heat up to where there will be all together 3 steps involved in this question. For heat gain. Heat gain we say Q1 or Q gain will be Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 Then we have this one. Now my value the Q loss Q mass of the water se this is 4 calculation maina ba asidang tangi ay kenong have game ko so na kami mo kari kumba 4.4 into if we consider the mass in your standard unit talogo taragadi na what must be the specific heat se kya tani 4200 lakra. That means our multiplying factor say it increases multiply to the calculation the luraneva, so we convert the given mass in terms of gram the convert to gram the convert to here can we consider it to be equal to 4400 0 slightly ibra. This is in terms of gram. 4.4 kg na hai chara this is kya lani se 4.4 kg will be equal to 4.4 into 10 to power 3 yagadra. After that we will be having this is 4400 gram the specific gram specific heat of water in terms of gram hai 1 into change in temperature kya lani 30 minus T in ibra. Can we have this yaiko se and the in shorter kamai irani se we will be having 400 into 1 into 30 minus 10 atopa ma the column tarati if we consider the standard value lower mechanism 4.4 into kya hoy 4200 into this is change in temperature this is 30 minus T our calculation se unnecessary hoina increase to ura tawi kyan tai ko aduna when you find the numerical values a very can own the functarati very big in a functarati you convert into kind of the smaller millimeter convert to yagatra yare ko sa yarani now sirap hang is kai no se the heat will be in terms of calories in tan thabina mage se calorie ni ko yarani now for kadam lo rasi 1 gram se kamani where magi equation di mass point mak joint to gura ta se am tanga ni sira magi expression ta ni logi ko we consider the mass m and logi ko 1 kg to m ni logi m specific of ice into dt plus matang da m l plus matang da kailani se m s w dt yagatra. This is for your ice kini ko se hit gen di lore ice mass na ice ma ko magi ang mass ngau du boy tardi this is ice silu ice tagi phangbo mass silu ice tagi phangbo mass understood ba tore ko very simple hoy na kamai na hapatare 1 kg mij to kilo and we will be having specific of ice into this is dt समझ लगेगा स्वाइन सांग इले होन होन दिदा तले मागी क्या करी से मास क्या हो दिनो 1 kg will be equal to 1000 gram हम lakra can we put it as 10 to power 3 gram specific heat of ice क्या no this is half it ibya bra ice can half le na adu temperature क्या no from -10 it is increased to 0 this is 10 हम half पे bra यानी plus next time comment happen again what is the specific heat of what is the mass 10 to power 3 mahapiro into magi latent heat fusion se kya no this is 80 ml ba plus mass ti kya no 10 to power 3 into specific heat of water that is 1 into change in temperature we do not know it the temperature is increased from 0 to T so T mixture minus 0 sibo kya understand tabung ami we put the respective imagi values in the answer bile again we have this as 10 to power 3 taken common out this is 5 plus 80 this would be kya tarani 85 then we have this equation si yaad rakhtiye mujhe 10 to power 3 na common mein bra aur dekho सीधे इसी 5 हम ले रेको से IT में बता IT का 5 और IT 5 ले रेको सी ना क्या नानी से टी मिक्सर हम लावा डायरेक्ट नाउ सोनो करना कमाई इबे we can also put this as 4.4 into 10 to power 3 into this is 30 minus T ini ibe abra this is in terms of calorie this is T mixture आता ना तो according to what nangi kanogi principle of calorimetry na hai je GNC ka heat loss ka manani hai bata GNC ki value kya no 10 to power 3 into 85 plus T mixture aduga heat loss ki na kya ata hai 4.4 into 10 to power 3 into this is 30 minus T mixture 10 to power 3 get cancel out aduga leave is 85 plus T mixture is equal to 4.4 into 30 minus 4.4 T mixture. तो T mixture की वैल्यू तो क्या आता है? This is 85 minus 4.4 30 0 and after that you will be getting I don't know again calculator already ko insert of input sila Tuh ko Nyari nih next la isna kanola ko question number atai je lunma tawdrasu ya pon atani ko ai khara ga nage nơi formula đó trong factor sẽ formula đó water equivalent hay nhiều bra water equivalent hay nhiều gì quá ಅದು ಸಿದಲೈಸೆ ರಾ ಫಾ이ದು ತಾಕನ ಮತ್ತೈ ಫಾಕ್ ಪುನಾ ಫುನ್ ಫಾ ಅಸಿ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ತೌಕನ ಫಾಯ್ದು ತಾಕನ ಕಿಕ್ಕಿತೈ ಸೊಂದು ಫಾಕು ಪುನಾ ಕನ್ವೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಗಿ ಫಾಕುವದಿ ಕಾ ಯಾ ಫಂಗಿ ಯಾರಮಿ ತಾಕ ತೋ ಪಿಚಿ ತಿ ಥಂಗು ಫೈ ಐ 시가 때 하용가 하지로 또 또도 강민고 또 고민고 되지 내목도 또 픽시디 강배야 되는 거죠 요거 water equivalent in the lakra the water equivalent later we know that heat of any object can easily be calculated by knowing the mass specific heat and change in the temperature if we have the temperature change specific heat known and the mass given later we can easily calculate the amount of heat that is present inside a given body body amada heat kaya am present away mass you should know the mass you should know the specific heat along with the increase in the temperature or decrease in the temperature. Yeah, bro. Understand the we go. Now, when a water is the standard ni na, it is very simple. We do know the standard value of specific heat. How specific heat to khangidna in terms of your calorie 1 calorie per gram per degree Celsius for your water. Now, karigumba ng aluminum low recalazebo. We consider copper low recalazebo. Do you know the specific heat of copper? Copper is specific heat khangra. Khangde. We do not know it. Do you know the specific heat of aluminum? Aluminum ki khangra khangde. Do you know the specific heat of sodium? Sodium ki khangra khangde. Adu na khangde parameter set. Unknown parameter is to be compared with the known parameter. Reference log din atro. Nang kay gumama khangre khalazebo. If you do not know something, then you Google it. Then Google to uro. Google lagi reference log itna. Khangiko. Just like that, if we do not know the if we do not know the specific heat of any given substance or vitality, we have to compare with that of water. Water to compare to whenever. This simple logic ta yahi ko complicate. Let us not complicate the concept to yang tu sangumsi. Smile khalazeba. Sida 30 gram am le re khalazeba. 30 gram of nangi copper am le re khalazeba. 30 gram of copper say for increasing the temperature by 1 degree Celsius or simple language tha 1 degree to da to aziko. Let us consider the amount of heat present inside this 30 gram of copper say. This is nang kya ne lo rasige nang 100 calorie khala se yaad ka kya tare ko adi now the water ki how much of mass kane how much of mass of water will contain this 100 calorie. Yeah, what did he say? That be 100 gram of water tabra tadabra. Understand to bro? Nami simple oina nang na lay say 130 gram of copper is equivalent to 100 gram of water in terms of heat present inside it. Yeah, bra? Do you get the concept here? As simple oina ne nang na 30 gram of copper have say we can replace it with 100 gram of water. Do you understand? Kya tayo? I in a pocket sita 500 sorry I pocket sita ne 100 rupees hai 5 yaw rate khalaje. I have 5 notes for 100 rupees ne khalaje ba. I can exchange with 500 rupees note ka exchange to ya bra. Value ti chama nai natro. I na piri se change low ni ne ba. Nang ka pam je you want 100 rupees change pa mi ne ba. I na 500 rupees ai tare ne. I di 100 rupees 1 2 3 4 5 speed ever. Nang 500 rupees ang mundo return daw bra. Chama na idra. Value da chama na idra. Atmai to dana here the amount of heat content in your 30 gram of copper is exactly equal to amount of heat present in your 100 gram of water. Ya gadra? Yeah. Understand to ngami? I is 100 gram I 100 ata use no ngor mali se to process. This is equal to kaya na daw sige. 5 gram ni na logi ya gadra ai value pakri vision gibe wa ne ba simple logic ta combine higher ni 30 gram of copper require 100 calorie khangani ko in the meantime your 5 gram of water will require 100 calorie and the heat present inside your 30 gram and heat present inside your 5 gram of water are exactly 100 oibra oire adu itadi we can simply calculate the amount of heat present inside your copper set from our water to calculate the way because we know the standard value for your water ki dikhangi dana therefore we will be using this kayana hype tare 30 gram see 30 grams higher roiba we will be using 6.5 on use 5 gram water equivalent higher near. Understand the bro? When I say 30 gram the heat calculate the roy okay you know why shouldn't we calculate heat with respect to your 30 grams the when calculate the way they you know because we do not know the specific heat of copper ki specific heat khangde aduna we will calculate our heat for this 30 gram of copper with respect to 5 gram of water equivalent. So 5 gram of water is equivalent to 30 gram of copper in terms of heat present inside it. Ya gadra? Gyan dai ko hai se 30 gram da calculate to roiba kana da calculate to gani we will calculate it from our water ki amount di calculate to gani. The water equivalent है suppose example में है मसी an utensil से क्या है कि नहीं utensil has a water equivalent of 50 gram में है रेखल से बा अदुदी that utensil must be considered as 50 gram of water या कतरा very simple logic understood तो बुगा मी क्या तारा forget about the definition forget about everything you just take 50 gram दो 50 gram equivalent है घर में खले जेबा that given object will have the same heat as that of 50 gram of water do you understand यारद्रा खंगी कोई है से अदु मागी mass दी actual mass of the intensity 50 gram ओरमद्रो ओइरमो intensity 1 kg ओरमसु याई 2 kg ओरमसु याई या ताकद्रा the actual mass of the utensil may be more or less but it doesn't matter we have to simply take the water equivalent का खंबीरो the utensil can be compared or can be replaced by 50 gram of water in terms of heat content यार था आई ना 500 rupees से नंगा तरा सपी में हम ताई होगा 10 rupees note में का हम ताई it will be this much यार था बरा आदुगा नंगा पैसा था इधर सीधा था लेकर लेने it will take 10 minutes जंगल इधर लुपा खर्च जाएंगे लुपा संगा खर्च 1 second value di chama na bra gyan tai ko hari se adu very simple hoina kumai ha tare your utensil je it must be considered as only 50 gram of water finish ya tra यारेको now let us do your question number क्या लो रसी क्या question number 17 जो वाला सी Question number 17 da yengasi mana hari je 10 gram of ice and have natra we have 10 gram of ice at 0 degree Celsius is kept in a calorimeter have natra calorimeter I come here come you just consider it to be a utensil amone container amone khalase yabra inside that container we have ice kya le 0 degree अगर सिंपल लाइन है हाई गेम को सीधी कोई डे टू डे लाइफ में तुम एक्सपीरियंस तो वो पोनी को कंटेनर से 0 डिग्री आइस या और निकले से व्हाट मस्ट बी द टेम्परेचर ऑफ द कंटेनर यूटेंसिल इज गुड कंडक्टर ना तो अब 0 डिग्री आइस या वो तारदी नंगी यूटेंसिल टू इट मस्ट बी एट 0 डिग्री और खोपरा ऐसे खंगी को नंगी utensil di metal da form to bine wa conductor bine wa aduna 0 degree ice haputa di the temperature of the utensil must be also at 0 degree oidra oidra hangi ko now let us read the question na pa below 10 gram of water 10 gram of ice at 0 degree is kept in a calorimeter of water equivalent 10 gram that means very simple oina utensil do you replace the utensil with 10 gram of water at what is the temperature of the water to kya logo ni it must be also at 0 degree logo at do you get the concept here kya iko hai se the temperature of the container and the temperature of the ice it must be samana gado bane ba if a container contain water at 30 degree then the temperature of the container will be also around 30 rum oigani nangi cha boiling water ma je koi ki kano ta steel glass am ta hape khala jeba the temperature of the steel glass will be also exactly nangi 100 adum thongra ya dai ko to chamanai one height we said we have to replace the utensil with 10 gram of water at 0 degree Celsius at 10 gram I remember 10 gram pima liko water equivalent se all together we will be having sikanagana lerani what is the simplest mathematical interpretation we have 10 gram of ice at 0 degree yarba yareko and another atopam na kai lere 10 gram of water at 0 degree Celsius do you understand so we have two separate magi entity ni le re khalajib ko an bada ice am lebra ice at 0 degree this is the direct physical ice ni ko actual ice 10 gram actual ice at 0 degree and we have utensil which can be compared to 10 gram of water at 0 degree Celsius understood tawre yarani ko koi na any food item ma boil to bona tra cook to matam da food to ka vegetable to boil to bra tawde habidi nangi utensil yogi na tro utensil do what it will have the same temperature with that of nangi vegetable ka chamana na ma temperature legadra leirani khangi ko How much of heat should be supplied to the apparatus to evaporate the water thus formed? What will be the actual water? Magi, what is the actual water that is to be evaporated? Actual water di kya hoji no? Ice to khak hoji na tro. Ai hai se khamo bro. Only 10 gram dakar tam natra. Only 10 gram of ice will be melted and only 10 gram of water will be formed and only 10 gram of evaporation will occur. However, Nagi, can we ignore the heat that is conducted by the utensil or calorimeter? Heat content in the utensil you can ignore to where they na kun chak thongbo gera Nagi any utensil amata tomatam the utensil or the nangi poto it will have heat masal present tabra tab yare anyway I na stay elective expression da yam line na khangani ahan bada nang na idise I can lower the ko सिर्फ 10 ग्राम हम लाती ना था 10 ग्राम नेक्स्ट तक हमारी लाती नहीं से करी इन्होंने siya na ay is kung ribo mag physical on the present of say how much of actual ice will be there 10 gram le natra 10 gram of ice will be converted into 10 gram of water and consequently it will be converted into 10 gram of gases understand tawi hangani ko adi nang na convert to this only nangi 10 grams ko khit tawi ate we cannot consider only the ice kilo we cannot consider only for the water kilo first of all when cook the we have to apply heat to the utensil heat supply to the drop can take off adu tardi very simple ina sina ice kimi irage ko for calorimeter natraga utensil ma harisi ko what will be the change in the temperature for the utensil ki kya the change taurani and the calorimeter what was the initial temperature of the utensil 0 degree yabra 0 degree sidhi ma state ki ibya dekho utensil le dum solid dum nei bra natra smine e vision phajade ko aduna we remove it remove to sikya manani this is equivalent to 10 gram of water sina kana manani use water at 0 degree celsius and this is to be heated up to kya do idino se 100 degree audi mag is delay se utensil gi wona di 100 degree wokta hoirani yagadra ai hasi khangde ma equation is rs mana pyramid is water equivalent se 10 gram of p natra 0 degree le reba adu utensil du magi 100 degree haraga water evaporate to this actual water will evaporate only up to 100 degree natra that means for the evaporation we require a temperature of 100 degree celsius and that 100 degree must be also be the temperature for your utensil ki jo 100 degree the maintain ta godro utensil do nanga water boil ta matam da nangi water nangi kettle do na traga nangi container do melt or prane tawti understand the wiko and simply when nang allow this the utensil increase its temperature from 0 degree to 100 degree only ya kadra for ice ki the mo temperature increase from where to where 0 daina 100 ta increase ta ura change in the temperature is still 100 degree 100 degree ta na for the ice it require multiple steps understood tore understand to kunga mingam de amiko utensil ki di before heating also it was solid and after heating also after evaporation also it will remain solid tare so the increase in the temperature for your utensil is only from 0 to 100. Yare, for your ice, actual ice kidi kya already? Actual ice kidi, it will be from 0 degree to 0 degree ice to 0 degree water, 0 degree water to 100 degree water, and 100 degree water to 100 degree steam. Yada, yare. In short, we have ice supply in later. In ice, initially it was at 0 degree, and the mass of ice will be 10 gram, and the utensil mass of water equivalent utensil 10 gram, and this will be still at 10 degrees Celsius. And for the evaporation process, we require the temperature up to DT equal to 100 change we have to calculate the total heat that is to be supplied. Heat will be equal to the heat that is required for ice plus heat that is required for the water equivalent. Come on, bro. Water ice this much of heat is required. Utensil this much of heat is required. Both the heat required by the utensil and the ice will be provided from outside, and that will be Q1 plus Q equivalent. Understood tawradra? Tawred ko? Nang simple logic nida nang na fry ma tawre kale chicken fry tawre kale sine khang ko sadabi to thamu ga brane adu di kada ugi gas lejeru dino stove kada lejeru dino lero idna khang ko thamaga dum cook tawya dino ne maka di heat supply to be to the heat supply will be for utensil plus whatever that is inside the utensil. Yare ni yare dapat lah si Magi, what is the total heat? Magi, ice cream ko lagi ko. What is the 10 Magi? Sidi kar mo formula pangini. This 10 gram is change to 10 gram of water change to bunatra. Multi process di 10 gram into what is the Latin into mana kya api ni sa this is ml na panjabra. Can we apply this formula? Change of standard ni na 10 into sila I mo hapani plus matang na kaya wala 10 gram of water is increased to 10 gram of change the temperature from 0 degree to 100 degree the change the bonina 10 into what is the specific heat of water 1 into what is the change in temperature 100 plus kya tarani signa ke balani sa Q is equal to M S delta T sida kya balani we will be applying Q is equal to M L. So Latin hero fusion, this is Latin hero vaporization, and we do have C the Pero hapiro ko sa mana P is 540 na P bra 536 sa P bro nang nanging no 536 lang kira alu horen no pagpadang tarakili ko 548 lang resita. Ya, kasi yung 540 lower ko. Ay, what is the total heat required for the conversion of 10 gram of ice at 0 degree to 100 degree steam or 100 degree gas converter gadi? We require this much of heat data tarani. Now, my value up to know this is 500 plus CGD 1000 naman lakra. 1000 plus CGD kalani 54000 lakra. Jadi my value sekian taran 6400 7200 lakra. Like this is 7200. So in terms of calorie हम ले रहेंगे. Next हम सीखिए for your utensil or water equivalent की by specific kilo water can 100. Abre मुझसे 8200 होगा क्या रिको ऑप्शन नंबर 4 Zaina skip torambo question je karam question skip torami. Your question number 13 je skip torambra. 13 je you the try to zero. Hai bring mo you try yourself. Answer ta dine. I dum hot pige ko. 14 I have done. 15 I have done. 16 you try yourself. Nang nasana toro hairani khale. Next the 17 we have done it. Next question number 18 laiba, 19 laiba, 20 laiba, 21 laiba. Boy 6 hai. That is from your question number 18 to question number 21 box hai. Samana bani similar oi bani we will be doing only one question. Ama khatang ko kem. Nangi geyser khangi dana. Geyser sthiti ke the cold water will be the input and your output will be the hot water. Geyser addition kai jai na rakhi na to. Adu sai da input water will be at 9 degrees Celsius so very close zero. Another use again example after heating for 5 to 10 minutes the water will come out at a temperature of 30 degrees. Yataba Nanga Hapsulami input to Hapsulami water inflow will be at 9 degrees Celsius and when it comes out from the sprayer to the Magi sprayer to the it will come out with a temperature equal to 30 degrees. Then for maintaining that particular input temperature and the particular output temperature, what must be the electrical power for that geyser? The geyser to be power kya hogi? We have to calculate it. Aduga next how long will it take to hit the rise the temperature of the input water from 9 degrees to 30 degrees. Question can be asked like this. So we will be discussing your question number 19, 20, 21. Let's discuss the Rasi. Ahan bada very simple way na question number 18 da han horasi ko. Ai na head hai ki dusi copy ka no na head cover ka disi. Kahin ta kana da ba. 1 liter of water. 1 liter of water say 1 liter of water will be exactly equal to kya ka mana gane base 1 kg of water ka mana bra. This is for our commercial unit of volume ni. This is our mass unit natra. And for our calculation we have mass will be equal heat will be equal to mass into space into delta T natra. And if 2 liter is given authority, the 2 liter of the water will be replaced with 2 kg of water. Do you understand? See the volume ni ko piri se. Piri yo volume se. Nangi mass equivalent the on bataradi without changing any nangi unit of the change the 2 liter is exactly equal to 2 kg of water. Finish. Yagatra. This will not be true for petrol ki oil ko. Adi remaining liquids in the this will not be true. This is true only for water. Water ki the one is chumbe. Anyway, question je parge man hai je 2 liter of water have the 2 kg of water hai rage ko 2 kg of the water at 27 degrees Celsius. Magi what is the magi temperature kya le mein 27 degrees Celsius pire is heated by 1 kilowatt. 1 kilowatt have a neighbor. What's a good high? Today was a class 12 P portion we have done it. The willow grave. Power second work done divided by time and have the draw. Or rate of heat production or rate of heat absorption. Aduga, we know that work or energy is measured in terms of joule per second. This would be known as watt. Aduna maigi bill thidna electricity bill se it comes with magi power the live electrical energy kan the lagteba. What is the rate have the my bill se kai music kana khamu yawi 1 watt ta paisa kya piri music se. What is the price? Rupees 7 or 8 or 9 or now again, make up tea themselves. Anyway, I'm honey in there. Of bill like say it is related to the how much of power is consumed. Nangi one the mana low is 1 watt the 7 rupees ne lekha ba. If we have 40 watt consumption of 40 watt they get 40 into 7 circuit 280. That means your bill will be 280 rupees. Yaga understand the we say watt the lakh niko simple na aluga when the low say what is a very small unit, so in terms of your commercial unit the one guy 1 kilowatt, that means 1000 watt. In short, what I am trying to say is that joule per second will be also be known as watt and hence we agadi yagadra yare khange ko question paro man hari se what is the power is kya pyramid power is given as 1000 watt ama pire ko heater jigi magi kano se kya no heater jigi magi power se the power of the heater is given as 1000 number pire and on an average heat is lost to the surrounding at a rate of 160 joule per second. The total power that is lost to the surrounding is kya mana re 160 have natra. Out of that 1000 sida 160 will be lost to the surrounding. Koina any water oigra liquid amo oigra boil to matamda mag lid ama hapsan dabra makhum dali to kayino in order to prevent the heat loss to the surrounding. Yeah, bra. However, in your question is that this heating takes place in open container. Open container or urbanina heat will be lost to the surrounding. And how much of heat is lost? 160 is lost natra. Out of 1000, 160 is lost. The actual power that is utilized for heating the water will be 840 mtara. 1000 is the 1000 later midna. What is the actual power? My actual power is 1000 level never. 1000 level is 160 is lost to the surrounding the magramina. Only 840 joule of heat will be utilized, or 840 power joule per second will be utilized for heating the temperature of water or for changing the temperature of water. Kaya the change the input to na 27 level midna, outputs na kya hoy 70 lakh pra 77. Altogether there will be an increase of increase the 50 degree na to gyan tare only very short na this is the law. Mass क्या pyramid? What is the mass of the water? क्या pyramid? 2 liter pyramid को 2 liter means it will be 2 kg. Iron. You understand the bro? Yani ko man hari se ke mai hai re naging asagi actual power that is utilized for changing the temperature of water from 27 degrees Celsius to 77. Aina, in the beginning of today's class, I have already told you that for the change in temperature, you don't have to convert into Kelvin. Kelvin the convert to the 27 na 77 the change the why there is an increase of 50 degree increase the so dt will be 50 mahapani, and what is the specific heat of water in terms of standard unit 4200 lakra. We put the value as 4200 mahape, and what is the time? Time will be measured in terms of second. Second second is the we have this 500 second. The time taken by the heater to change the temperature of the water from 27 to 77 change the it will take 500 second, and this 500 second will be equivalent to 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Say aina hangudadi see I recorded tawroroige. Question number 20 is the mana piri se kai pire. For this question number 20, what is the power? Mana piri ba power se kano 2100 watt ama pire ko. Continuous flow gauger ama pire, instant gauger ni. Mag input temperature of the water se kano 10 degree ama pire ko. While the water se magi flows out at a rate of 20 gram per second. Sima pire. Then the outlet temperature, what must be the temperature of the water that comes out from that sprayer? Nangi water sprayer lagi temperature kaya tholak tage. This is the second type. Ngasai what pa na ko kaya holi temperature get changed from 27 to 77 the change the ura. We calculate the duration or the time. In this type of question magi second type na second pattern na we have to calculate the temperature to calculate what must be the temperature of water that comes out from the water sprayer lagi temperature kya tha second time. See, technology hydro say I after the hybrid case. See, hydro. See, the eco is a mixed fraction and a half. Mixed fraction I go 2 is to 1 by 3 and a half. 2 whole number 1 by 3. My value is 7 by 3 have the car. Minus 3 is now 7 is the divide of 0, 2 half 0, 6 to 1 of lakra. Kananam Tangi Cosensina, we put it as Cosensina, we put it as whole number of letter. Remainder is the numerator, and divisor is the Kanatava denominator. Just like that, we see the 60 divided by 60 divided. Kamay ni Bien. Important like bra. Room like get whole number. This is 2 by 6 and Ibia bra. Smiley Ibia is na. So क्या कहोगे? अभी स्टैंडर्ड ने EB से. सीना कहीं हो जैसे. This is 8 minute अमत आबरा. दिले हो जैसे this is still second अमत आबरा था दमरो. क्या ताई को? 6 second minute on जाए तार दिन है. Very simple. Mine 2 by 3. This is 1 by 3 lakra into second with 60 olo 60 see minute never slay minute ngata on latro 16 divide to 30 in hiding say this is 8 minutes and plus 1 by 3rd 2 by 3rd sorry 2 by 6 minute amata abrata dabra yantai ko here minute this is 2 by 3rd 2 by 6 होता दी 1/3 into minute अमदा दी second क्या जाओगी 60 second हमें होगा second से चलो अभी को ये का बता दो 80 second this is how we obtain स्माइल फंक्शन या कतरा मसिना खंगनी को से आई गति नि स्माइल कबिरो सीधा फंगिसना डायरेक्ट मिनट अदु सिलेबा 2/3 स्ना नगी का सेकंड होती second होती the next question is now we have what is the rated power magi power se kya pyramid in your question number 20 we have the power is given as 21001 among p record and what is the volume mana p say that is volume divided by time cp bora cc per kp second and p bra what is the amount of the water that comes out what is the volume of the water that comes out mana p is 20 gram p record that will be your this is 20 gram 20 liter है bra 20 cc है देखो cubic centimeter per second स्माइल ला ये को अभी this is like say cubic centimeter से we have to convert it into liter convert होगा so that we get कोई फॉर्मूला से ले q is equal to नंगी mst सिंपल नील को न पाली से power से क्या माने power is equal to q by t and it may be written as ms delta t divided by small t so we can have this is m by t into this is specific heat into dt ini juga apa ya देखो and once we know the volume हम बता रही 20 सिद्धांत पीएम so what is the volume here 20 cubic centimeter pibra this 20 cubic centimeter is to be converted into liter का convert होता है 1 liter of water is equal to 1 kg का the very simple the very short का आई न ताकि को conclusion से then नते 1 liter से क्या माने 1 liter is equal to 10 to power minus 3 10 to power minus 3 meter का माने जाबरा meter cube का conversion जी तो पुंगा और मनी दे बिरो 1 meter से क्या माने 1 meter is equal to 10 square 10 cube है महर के को सी अब रे आधा पे मुझे हाई बदी 1 meter दा 100 centimeter ले ना 1 centimeter will be equivalent to 10 centimeter 10 mm को माना रे 100 into 10 1000 दाबरा dari dan sudah untuk pair is that lagi 1 10 to power this is taken this side 10 to power minus 3 meter is equal to 1 mm 1 mm से क्या माना है 1 mm is equivalent to 10 to power minus 3 यार बा और सेंटीमीटर भी नहीं ना सेंटीमीटर का रोज ना सेंटीमीटर भी को मालिक को अभी सेंटीमीटर वो यहाँ लगना very simple हुई ना this is DNS हाँ 20 gram कितना बड़ा ओ आई ने ओन तेरे पार बड़ा आई ने क्वेश्चन में 21 के 100 cc तो पाले रहे क्या अंतर को 20 gram की तो very easy इसलिए हम ना करें आगे इसे m by t भी रहे finish m by t is given that gram is to be converted into kg finish t into 10 to power minus 3 kg per second got it and what is the power adu di what is the by change in temperature हम बनता simple होना लोगी रो our power is equal to what is the given power 21000 हम हाफ करके अदुगा what is m by t this is 20 into 10 to power minus 3 into specific heat it will be 4200 into this is dt याद रखना standard unit आता लोगी रो को and here this and this get cancel out bro. Aduh di kya already 35 तारीख को आंसर दे यार को कोई ना आहम करी बोले we calculate the increase in temperature my temperature increase तो बोलो temperature increase तो क्या आता है 25 ताप नत्रा अभी initially क्या ले रहा मी 10 ले रहा नत्रा और 10 दगी 25 increase तो 35 ताप हम तो क्रो यार इन सीधा लो चला जे